Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. You already know who this is, Dionicio Torres, and I'm back with another one, man. And today, I feel like telling you a story or one of my crazy thing or funny thing, whatever you want to say, happened to me. And this happened to me when I could still see, and I was driving. I was 16 or 15. I honestly, I think I was 15. Me and my cousin, we went to the club here in Georgia. Up, I stay down south and up north. Back in the day, Miami, Club Miami. If y'all stay in Georgia and y'all probably like 30 or around that age, or 30 around that, yeah, like 30, 35. Club Miami used to be popping. So I used to be we used to go there a lot. You know what I mean? And I used to get in there and we used to drink and stuff like that. So at the age of 15, 16, I started going there when I was like 14 or 15, if I can't mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry. And I can do a video of how we used to get in and stuff like that, it was not, honestly, not hard. But I remember it was like 3 o'clock, we was coming from the club. I wasn't drinking. I didn't drink a lot because I was always driving. I had like, what, 7 or 8 beers. To y'all, it's probably be like, oh, that's a lot, but when you drink almost every day and stuff like that, honestly, your alcohol tolerance goes up a little. And, I was driving. So, when we got almost to my neighborhood, there was this street. Well, there's the street still there, but it's like a little U. So, from the top of the hill, I was going towards my house, or going to my house, it's like a little, you go down, then you go up, it's like a U. But in the middle is a stop sign, and it's like a T, it's a three-way stop sign. And you can see from, the top of the hills, both of the sides. And, when I was on top of the hill, I didn't see no cars, like literally no cars there. Because it was, like 3 o'clock around that time. I ain't see no cops, no nothing. Some of y'all probably know what happened. But, I didn't see no cars parked, waiting on the stop sign or nothing like that. So I told my cousin, I was driving a Explorer at that time. I told my cousin we was at the hill, I was like, I'm gonna floor it. I'm gonna take it. And he was like, no, you're not. So, top of the hill, I floored it. So by the time I passed the stop sign, I was going probably like 60 or 70, and I just flew it. And the funny thing about it, that at the top of the other side of the hill, we used to stay in some apartments, and literally you just made it right, and I was at the house. So once, man, it's funny. Once I pulled into our apartments, man, I just saw the lights. When I parked, I just saw the lights, and I was like, oh, F, man, where he was at. Where was the police officer at? Because honestly, I didn't see him. My cousin didn't see him. So the funny thing about it, that my cousin popped, he popped out the truck. He jumped out, like, where you going for? Where you going? I like, they're gonna shoot you because you think they probably you trying to run and stuff like that. But he just closed the door. The officer didn't see him get out the car. So when the officer got out, my cousin was like away from the truck. He's like, hey, you don't go nowhere. Stay right there. Don't move. So he told me to get out the car, and I got out the car. And he's like, where you coming from? I was like, man, we just came for a party. He like, but I was dressed up all cowboy with my cowboy boots and my, my sombrero and stuff like that. And he was like, why you just took the stop sign? And at that time, man, the only thing I could think was like, I'm sorry, officer, man, I had to pee. I can't hold it. I've been holding it like for 30 minutes while I was on the freeway, blah, blah, blah. I just told him that. He like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 16. He like, do your parents know that you're driving? I was like, no, sir. Honestly, they don't. I grabbed the keys and, I just left. He like, well, I'm not going to tell your parents. He like, but be like, I don't want to see you driving no more. He like, go ahead and go to sleep. And he told my cousin that was with me, go home, you go home too. But, if he would have did like an alcohol test and stuff like that, I would have, I was doing good. It was stupid what I did, but it was funny because, me having to pee actually saved me, which I did it. But, the only reason why I told them that, my mom and dad didn't know that I had the car, because I know if I would have told them yes, they would have got in trouble. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that was me and my crazy thoughts. And, a lot of them, but some of y'all be like, some of y'all would probably be like, but why he had a car and stuff like that? I had cars. At that time, I had my cars and stuff, one or two regardless. If not, my people, friends or cousins, family members would let me borrow the cars if I didn't have a car at that time. So hey man, I hope y'all enjoyed that crazy story. I got a lot of them of those, and you know I'm gonna make it short because I know the person that's recording me probably tired of holding the phone. But hey man, like I said, that was when I was 16 when I could see. You know I was whipping. I used to love to drive, and I got my book. My book talks about what happened when I got shot and how I lost my vision. And if you want to know about that, man, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. It's called My Second Chance with the New Vision. And honestly, you can find that on Amazon. Like I said, the link is going to be in the description. So if you ever had those crazy encounters or funny stories like that, let me know in the comments down below. But that was my crazy funny story. I'm glad it probably, nothing happened. Nobody, not me or nothing like that. Because you never know in the instant. Anything a little funny or, crazy decision like that can, lead to something worse. So kids out there, don't drink and drive. I know it was crazy. I was 16. I was wilding out. It's dumb, especially now. If you're drinking and driving, catch an Uber, Lyft, whatever you want. Don't put yourself in that predicament or don't risk nobody else's life. Like I said, but when you're that young, sometimes you just think everything is cool and funny, which is not. So hey man, don't forget, like, subscribe, and share my videos.